You ain't doing it though.
But I ain't doing it because me and his mom beefing. I gotta be a better dad.
But I'm saying,
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will take him down there to his friends that I know that's friends of mine that got kids. I will bring him down there to let them play.
But what about okay, if you do that though?
Yes, I will. I'm not saying they can go out there and sell coke on the corner and shit like that.
Now your child's gonna adopt bad habits.
How? What bad habits of playing in the street, bikes and all that? And then if you see little things like they try and grab button, they try and do little crazy stuff. You check that.
But what I'm saying to you is this,
I'm not saying I'm doing it every day, but I'm letting them see that, just because you in this big old house, this shit can get crunchy.
Exactly.
Like, cause a lot of these kids when I bring them to the inner city and all that, they ain't living in lavish. They ain't living in comfort all the time. They have a little bit more like, there we go. The kids that go through that, they appreciate things a little bit more than a person that never knew that it can get crunchy. Mm-hmm. They privileged. Your kids is privileged. When I say privileged, meaning yeah, dad, and yeah, which is cool. I want my kids to be like, but I want them to also know this shit can go left. And I got to do this if it go left.
They know that.
Well, that's yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen. You still alive.
They lie.
You know what I mean? I'll tell you about it if you die first. If you die first, and when I get there, I'm like, your kids maintained for that dime that I was still alive after you died. Yeah, they maintained. They did the right thing.
Inshallah. Or
they might be at me. Uncle, my dad used to say, I know he did. God damn, that nigga get on my nerves. Go ahead and get all that done.
But I'm saying, at the end of the day,
because you understand what I'm saying, though, or I'm just talking just.
But the only thing is,
and I love the way you bro. I would want to but I still want them to have, not to cut you off, bro. And this is a touchy subject. For me, that's why I'm so passionate about this subject. And anybody could chime in with the family, man, that's listening. I think that you got to show your kids a little discomfort, even if you're in a position where as though you're good financially, that you can get your kids everything they want. You still got to show. Like the other day, I sent you the joint. It's a lady on it's a reel on Instagram that's going around. PS5? That's going around right now. You would never do that. Never. But I would. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. When I sent that, you was like, damn. You couldn't believe it. You almost cried for him.
What I say to you?
You sit back. You said your pop would have. Yeah. You said.
No, I said I'd rather my dad just give me a beating than.
Yeah. Because that's why you wouldn't do. You soft for real. Not soft as far as a punk, but when it comes to certain things, you're just sweet as cake grandma baked. But listen, the other day I'm watching the reel. Right, the kid stole from a store. Mom found out. They came back, told the mom, yeah, kid, damn, my kid sold. He just got a PS5 for whatever holiday came up. You know them joints cost a couple bucks, y'all. And for all y'all that probably have kids, y'all probably done bought them already for the kids. She made him go get that PS5. Oh my God, I wish I could send it through the group chat. And boy, I guarantee you he ain't gonna do nothing for the next 5 years. Granted, he might do something crazy again, but that put a hold on negative shit for the next 5 years. She made that nigga go get it. She said, slam it. He slammed it. Boom, it broke. Then she was like, no, move this out the way where everybody can see it's real. She said, pick it up and hold it over your head for 30 seconds. And then she said, stand on your tippy toes. I want you to bring it from the heavens on the ground. Man, that little kid, man, that was worse than any ass whooping you could have gave him. I was in full accord with that. And granted, I might buy him one next year. I might buy him one 6 months from there. But I guarantee you the next one he not going to do nothing to have me tell him break that joint again. That was a harsh reality discipline right there. You would never do that. You would never, ever do that. You be in that joint. Sound like a man. Open up Surah Ayat today. You'll be doing that.
It's crazy that you
would never do that, bro.
It's not true.
And then the crazy part about him, he been raised with structure. Okay, granted, a lot of y'all probably won't, but his father not only would kick his ass, he would kick our ass. Structure. And look how he came out. Alhamdulillah.
But listen, let me say
But you'll never raise your kids like that. Never.
Anything
is yes. Daddy, we need a mansion. Yes, baby. I'll get it next week.
That's
him. That's him. But that's him.
King _ Tony 215 for the donation. We appreciate it. Tony said, there's no problem with being spoiled and living in a great neighborhood, especially giving them what you never had. But I do believe they should have some type of street smart and handle themselves. Yep.
Shout out to you, Tony. Stand up.
But I totally agree. My kids live.
But you ain't gonna do that. You agree, but you ain't gonna do that.
Listen, my kids lived in North Philly for years.
Bro, that's until you got yourself, until you was working real good and you saved up or something to get them out of here.
But I'm saying that's what you.
It ain't like you going back down there tomorrow.
And why would I want to live back down there?
I'm not telling you to let them.
But I'm saying my kids understand.
I'm about to say something right now that you ain't gonna agree with. And this is a good joint. You have a nice big family, right?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. May Allah reward you and keep granting you tawfiq in that. Alhamdulillah. I mean, you have siblings that's responsible that live in the hood that don't live where you at. But you ain't sending your babies over there. And they got cousins. You won't leave them down there for a week.
Oh, my kid?
With your sister.
Which one?
What you mean? Well, one of them is responsible. Zainab. You ain't leaving them. No. You're not leaving them for a week down there. You might take them down there for a week. She don't live in the hood. Well, as of now, she don't. But recently she was. You wouldn't put them down there for a week.
She not. I mean,
and she be like, Tawfiq, I want your babies. I want all your kids for 2 weeks. You be like, Salam alaikum.
But it's for
I get with you
it's for other reasons why I wouldn't.
No, why? See, there you go.
Yeah, you know why? That is crazy.
Yeah, but, oh my God. But she won't let nothing happen to him.
She probably wouldn't.
I know she wouldn't. But you just don't want them around that, especially without you there to supervise it.
She might do something to him though.
No. See, now you're going too far. She ain't. No, man.
Say that is crazy. She might give out beatings and everything. But no, I understand. But listen, for me, my kids, they well versed with their cousins and everything. So my thing is, I like to bring my kids. I like to bring everybody to a controlled environment where I have control over the environment. Because I'm not saying anybody else's house is worse than mine, but I try to implement good things inside my household. You know, to keep my kids grounded. Now, I make mistakes as a parent. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, my son, he might be a little shot out, but he ain't out here running around with no gun. He work a job. You know what I'm saying? He work.
Yeah, you got great kids, bro.
I'm just talking. So I let you talk. But the thing is, I just don't feel like it's nothing for them to learn by. Now I can show them things. I show them stuff all the time when they that they can see. Impoverished neighborhood.
It ain't nothing like being actually there.
But I didn't roll through here. But my kids live a distance from me. For me to continuously bring them down here every day. But they understand.
No, I'm not saying that. I never said that.
They had an uncle. They had an uncle. Raheem Allah passed away. Who passed away? He used to be down here in Kensington, and they remember us riding out here looking for him.
Okay, riding down here looking for him. Never stopping, getting out, nothing. Just why
you wanted to? Why I want my kids? They little get out in Kensington.
No, I'm just saying. But you acting like they experienced it. They didn't experience it.
You was incarcerated when my kids was living in the hood and mingling and going to.
Yeah, but they don't even remember that shit, bro. They was babies.
They do remember that.
Nah, bro, they don't remember. They don't remember the heartache that you and your wife went through to get them where they at now. They was happy. They was loved.
You're shooting from the hip. You don't know what we talk about. You know what I talk about to the kids. I talk to them about this stuff. They understand. They remember it. But for me, I understand your gripe, but. For me,
it's not even a gripe. It's just
I'm not chancing my children.
I get it. No, I'm cool. No, bro. You don't have to take no offense to that.
It's no offense.
No. I mean, like, I get it. I get it.
So, because now you start bringing them to the hood, they may like it. So now they want to hang with their cousin who shot out, and then next thing you know, your kids coming from a good neighborhood wherever they from, and they may be hanging with their cousins and stuff like this happen. So for me, my job is to set goals for them, and this is your goal. I mean, did you reach this goal this month? Did you do this? Did you do that? And that keeps them occupied.
Yes, it do.
On what they need to do.
Right.
But I'm not sitting up here trying to, make them say they got to earn stripes for me to be in the hood. But I understand why you saying they do it.
No, I'm not saying. See, you. I think you.
I think you have.
I'm not saying.
I think you have a misconception of me. Like I just give my kids everything. When I don't.
No, that's not a misconception of you, bro. I'm around you. I'm around you more. But besides your wife, and your kids, I'm the next one to be around you.
I give them what they need. My kids don't wear Gucci and Louis and none of that stuff.
Oh well, yeah, they
don't have none of that stuff. They get trips and stuff like everybody else supposed to do for the kids. I'm not out here just spending a bankroll trying to spoil them. I don't do that. I don't ever do that. I just make sure they got what they need. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do as a father. But anything else they want, if I can do it.
I don't think you saying my point, bro. Yeah, but I get your point, but I don't think you. I'm not saying, go put your kids in North Philadelphia for 2 weeks. Bro. I just saying, let them, like right now, do you think your daughters know how to fight?
Yeah.
You think they know how to fight?
Yeah.
Real good? Or just know how to fight?
Real
like
good,
you think if one of them walk up and sock your daughter in school, like if they go somewhere and your daughter gets socked, you think she'll react accordingly like how we would act? Or they'd be like,
that's not normal. That's not normal behavior. That's hood behavior.
Well, you might get.
That's not normal behavior for your kid to get punched in the face. A girl don't have to know how to fight.
What? I want my baby to know how to fight because I know I just know what we grew up at.
That's you. And it's
and
okay.
then one day you're gonna leave her. One day you're not gonna be here.
I want to leave my daughters to men that can protect them.
Well,
and take care of them.
Well, I get what you're saying, but
do.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand, but my daughter should never be in an environment where somebody walk up and punch her in the face, bro.
But no, she could be in a board meeting running a $1 million company and somebody don't